Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Kyle Leahy. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bunting for a hit. Flips it, but it's not in time. Base hit.
That's a fun way for them to start the game on offense, and thanks to a little small ball, they produce a base runner right away. And we'll see if this is part of the game plan for them today or if they just took advantage of an early opportunity.
So digging in, Elly de la Cruz, 7th in the National League in RBIs. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Hey. Strike in there. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. Just getting started here in St. Louis.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one almost got him. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
That one's in there, 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Ball, that's outside.
Hampson over at second, 1 down. Breaking ball misses down and away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. It's Major League Baseball. We go to the bottom of the first. On the mound for the Reds, Brady Singer. Chris, what are you looking for from him? Leading off, Lars Nootbaar.
Here this afternoon, left fielder, number 21, Lars Nootbaar.
Ball one.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Myers drifts towards it. And there's one down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, J.J. Weatherholt. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals.
Hey!
Next
Nope,
offering is
that's down.
downstairs.
There you go.
Burleson checks his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Rule to swing. The 1-2. What a stop. Fires to first. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that.
Runner on the go. On the ground. De La Cruz zips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Gorman matched a homer in his last game. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Sliced hard but foul. Man on second, two down.
Ball, that's down.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Right side. And that one handled. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. So one left for the Cardinals. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. In now for the Reds, Sal Stewart. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Got him swinging.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
So up next, TJ Friedl. And first offering is fouled off. Gets the outside corner with that one. Friedel wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Second inning here, no score. Outside with a breaking ball. Up and in, 3-1. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So man aboard. Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball. Ball. That's inside.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
High fly ball, right field. Walker moving under this one. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Now it's going to be Dane Myers.
Outside.
Yeah, that's outside. Myers hitting 9th in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman.
Here's Garrett Hampson. He's one of the best players in the game. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time, but maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
2 on, 2 outs. Drops one down in front of the plate.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop, Elly de la Cruz.
So digging in, Elly de la Cruz.
Yeah, the biggest storyline coming in was just how hot he's been. Haven't seen it yet today, but it's still early, Boo.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
Ball inside.
There's a ball. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
And the 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that'll do it. But 2 runs. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now it's the second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. To the right side. Stewart steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Foul ball. Oh, 1 down. He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out.
Great showcase of athleticism on the play, especially for a pitcher. Things could have gone sideways in a hurry. Great job of not letting that happen.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. That clips the corner.
That's a ball.
Rolled over to third. Suarez. Over to first. And that is that. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Top half of the third inning. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez.
Ball.
Singy, he's leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar settles underneath it. And there's 1 down. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Grounded out his first time up. And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time. And they do get the out. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they... Next to hit, Sal Stewart. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Nope, 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sync of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment.
Oh, he can't bring it in. Lowe coming home. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Tyler Stevenson.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball, that's off the plate.
2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Quinn Matthews, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. And he swings through that one. Outside. Will Benson up next for the Reds. One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. And ball four to aboard.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And that one in the air center field. Scott on his way over. And that is that. Reds with the RBI triple. It's now 3-0. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Scott went deep in his most recent game. And he drops it down the third baseline. Not in time. Hey. That's a bunt single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Pedro Pages, the next to hit, takes ball one. And a foul ball. Right through there for a strike.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Scott gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And it remains 2-2. In the air, right field. Benson under this one. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And there's a base hit to left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. It's 0-1. That's a strike.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
That's off the mark. Damn. It's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Now at the plate, Jordan Walker. That one ripped but foul. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. And a swing and a miss, and that's that.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Quinn Matthews.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Garrett Hampson digs in now. He's been a great free agent sign. Trying to bunt his way on. And safe at first, a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
In now for the Reds, Elly de la Cruz.
He's been hotter than a car seat in July in Phoenix, but today he's got the AC on blast.
Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw.
He's in there.
Save.
He's safe.
Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Eugenio Suarez.
Ball.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. Bottom of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Nope.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Into center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Herrera in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball 1.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Got him. 2 gone.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
In there at the knees. Gorman off of first with 2 away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they cut into the deficit. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So 2 down. Now up for St. Louis. Victor Scott.
Hey!
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. That's to third. Suarez throw to first in time. And that is the inning. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Popped in the air. Left field. 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Sal Stewart. He's got some power, no doubt.
That's a ball.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard. Now the left fielder, TJ Friedl. That's ripped, base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here is Tyler Stevenson. Swing, and he popped it up near the fence. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Spencer Steer. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. In the air, left field. Nootbaar ranging back. And that's the 3rd out. Red strand a couple. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Fages. Now into the ball game on defense, J.J. Bleday. He takes over in right.
Number 22, J.J. Bleday.
Hard on the ground to first. Stewart takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder,
Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals, 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. The Reds up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Going 2 now. Caught him looking for the K. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Now he breaks his bat. De La Cruz slinging it to first in time.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive, and that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
So up next, Alec Burleson. Oh, great stop to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it 3-2. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in, Dane Myers.
Cincinnati, center fielder Dane Myers.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Myers not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. The 0-1. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Digging in, Garrett Hampson shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. Bunting for a hit. Weatherholt sends it to first. Just got him on that one.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
He was absolutely on fire coming in, but hitless so far today, Boog. Let's see if the bat remembers it's supposed to be hot.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Inning over. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Ball 1.
That one hammered left field. Gone. And we're all square. It's 3-3.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Nolan Gorman now at the plate.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
The throw to first, 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Second baseman, J.J.
Now here is J.J. Weatherholt. And it goes just foul. That one hammered center field. Carrying well. Gone onto the grass hill for a homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 4-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Here comes the skipper. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Connor Phillips.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. You'll one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that just misses. Chopped left side. Suarez slings to first in time.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
2 outs, base is empty. Mason Wynn will hit next. On the ground, right side. Hampson on to first. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Riley O'Brien.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Well, One-run game in now for the Reds. Eugenio Suarez, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Popped up. Wynn should have this one. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Next for Cincinnati, T.J. Friedl.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Ball.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
The Redbirds trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Check swing, and he went 1-2. This one kicks away from Herrera. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. In the air to left center. Nootbaar on the move to the gap. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that.
Well, this guy...
Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
That's out.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hands it, tough play, but no chance. That's an infield single. Man at first, nobody out. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Late swing, fouled off. Foul ball there. The 0-2.
Ball.
Scott aboard here at first with nobody out. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner on the go.
Ball
outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Phillips He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Strikes him out with 101.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Man on second, 2 down.
No, that's down.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Cards leave one, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, JoJo Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing, went around, and that is strike 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
J.J. Bleday now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll him out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Myers stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Romero, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. 2 down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there, and it's off the wall, but foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Reds go down quietly. Still down a run. It's 4-3.
Leading off for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball 2.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Here's a 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. stays alive. And he grounds one back up the middle. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
At the plate, Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it. Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Connor Phillips won't go any further. New pitcher on now, Brock Burke.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out. No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Late with the swing there. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a slow roller. Hampson throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and it remains a 4-3 game. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, Garrett Hampson. Hey. Bunting for a hit, first base side. Pajes takes it to the bag, got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly de la Cruz.
Well, Boog, here's someone we've been hyping up. One of the hottest bats in the league. But today, nada, zip, zero.
Nope, outside.
And now 1-2. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One, 2 now.
Ball 2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. In there, sets him down on strikes. The Reds now down to their final out. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Cards trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Not close with that one. And now 3-2.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
3-2. And he walked him. And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. And next is the designated hitter, Nathaniel Lowe. So a change being made at first base. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Blake Dunn, opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw there, safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Base hit into center field. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
In now for the Reds, Sal Stewart. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming on a pinch run for the Reds, Matt McClain. He represents the go-ahead run, so they hope some extra speed will help with that. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Misses the sweeper.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one not close. And it's 2-1. Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now tied 4-4. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom half of the ninth, and we've got a tie ball game. Home side looking to walk it off. And now the Cardinals catcher. So they turn to their closer, Emilio Pagan.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gems before the game is over.
Win in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Just missed.
Ball two.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fires to first in time. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Got him swinging. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Redbirds down quietly. This game's all tied at 4.
Now pitching.
Back now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound. Ryan stepping in, TJ Friedel.
Leading off for Cincinnati, left fielder TJ Friedel.
Had a swing and a bouncer, foul of first. Man at second. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Tied at 4. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. In the air, center field. Scott on his way in. He's got it. 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Tyler Stevenson.
Go ahead run on base. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Anything but a strikeout here. This at bat could end up defining the game. Deep breaths in the box.
Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Now one missed. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Gordon Graceffo, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The Reds with the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One away with a runner at third. And here in extra innings. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
This is J.J. Bleday. Outfielders playing shallow. Corners are in, trying to cut down the runner at third. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
2 on, 1 out. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. Runner from third in to score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout. So 2 down. Garrett Hampson getting ready to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And he lays down a bunt. He's safe.
safe.
With a bunt single.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop Elly de la Cruz.
Big at bat coming up with Elly de la Cruz stepping in. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what. But you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jose Trevino. A critical at bat in this game for him. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it'll stay a strike. The umpire was correct. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Ball 1. Hey, 2.
Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Reds 6 and the Cardinals 4.
Now pitching for
Back here in
Cincinnati,
extras,
number
and a new
46.
pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning. Caleb Ferguson.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Tying run at the plate.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That misses the zone. Ball 3.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Out towards right center field. McLean gets under it, and there's one down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Newtbar in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Reds trying to close out a 2-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. One, two now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground. And that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by 1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Next to hit, Alec Burleson. The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
The Cardinals with the tying run on at first, and we're in the last half of the 10th. This one in the air, center field, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That smash towards center. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds strand the tying run on base to win it.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life.
Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today, we've got two teams with a lot of history, but it's traditionally been a one-sided matchup, Singy.
Yeah, they've certainly had the upper hand every time these two face off, Boog. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes down in today's matchup. I mean, at some point, the trend has got to stop, right?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab in this one, Andre Palante. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And we're underway from St. Louis. This one popped up and a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, shortstop.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. Singy, these guys seem to be snake bitten this year, bouncing into the most double plays in the league.
Yeah, it's a rally killer and a major roadblock for the offense. It's frustrating because they could score more if they weren't hitting into all these double plays. It's something they're hoping to change.
Now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. De La Cruz, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 down, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw is high and over his head. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse, because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Nathaniel Lowe swings through it for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. Back here in St. Louis, and going for the Reds in this one, Nick Lodolo, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The lefty, the 1-0. Ground ball to the right side. Stewart takes it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
He goes down looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Two down, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Yeah.
Walker launched a homer in his most recent game.
Ball, that's
His home
outside.
run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now up for St. Louis, J.J. Weatherholt. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. Scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. In now for the Reds, Sal Stewart. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl. 2 for 7 in the series so far. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 1-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
One down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. This one in the air, center field. Scott should have this one 2 away.
Batting 8th, right fielder Will Benson.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Swings through that one for strike 2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Red strike first with the solo blast. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the second, and here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get him knocking your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing, he held up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right through there for a strike. And a base hit on a line. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And he'll pull into second safely.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
The 1-0. Just a slow ground ball this time. To first, but the game is tied as the run comes in. And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. That clips the corner. Swing and a ground ball. Hampson on to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Now the left fielder, Nathan Church. Ripped to short. And the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. The Cardinals lead it 2-1. And we're back. This has been a one-sided matchup lately. It's still early, Singy, but we're seeing a different story today.
Yeah, Boog, and that's what makes this game great. History doesn't guarantee the outcome. They've come in with a different energy today, and so far, they're proving they can change the narrative.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2-2. Up the middle. Win. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's Garrett Hampson. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And now the 0-1. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Burleson. And safe. Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there.
Bang, bang at first. Great hustle to beat that one out.
Now it's going to be Elly de la Cruz. He's 0 for 1.
Aye.
The 0-1. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now here is Eugenio Suarez.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Cincinnati. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Alec Burleson.
Ball 1.
Popped up. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Nootbaar wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Fights it off. He'll see another. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back.
Ball. That's out.
This one in the air, right field. Benson on the move towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side in the third. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Reds 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hitter, Nathaniel Lowe.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Struck him out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ballgame. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In the air, right field. Walker under it. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the left fielder, TJ Friedl. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Left field, and it's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air, right field. Walker gets under it, and that'll do it. Reds down in order, and our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 4th, now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, J.J. Weatherholt. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time.
He's in there.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Good hustle. They were talking about an emerging leader on a team. Those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now, Mason Wynn just missed. And that one is inside. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fouls one off. 2-2. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, right side. To Elly at second for 1 and 2. What a play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Weatherholt on third with 2 out. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Out towards right center field. Benson on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So one left for the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Busch Stadium. Well, Siggy, recently this has been a one-sided rivalry, but today has been different. It's like little brother just hit a growth spurt and is throwing haymakers.
Yeah, Boog, they're showing they're not backing down anymore, playing with confidence and proving this rivalry's got some new life.
Strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Benson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. Swings through him for the K. Strikeout number 8. In now for the Reds, Dane Myers. 0 for 1 so far. This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So back to the top of the order. Garrett Hampson, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Over to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Reds 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi.
That's a ball. That's outside.
Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at second. Swing and a foul out of play.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Alec Burleson, the next to hit.
That's a ball.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
1 out, runner at second. Lars Nootbaar will hit next. There's the strike.
Ball, that's down.
Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Jordan.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 1 for 2. In an RBI base hit back to the first.
Ball
Just
one.
missed. Swing and a bouncer out to short. 3rd out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Reds 1. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Next to hit, Elly
Leading
de la
off for
Cruz.
Cincinnati, shortstop, Elly de la Cruz.
Fastball for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Check swing, and he went 0-2.
All 1.
Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Suarez at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
Ball 1.
And a swing and a miss there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Riley O'Brien, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Romero, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and Quinn Matthews gets the ball now.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Low
Ball.
in the box
That's
here.
inside.
Lets that one go for a ball.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Walker under it, and that is that. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Bottom of the 6th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, J.J. Weatherholt. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-2. Checks his swing. Appeal to third. Didn't go. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. And he starts the bottom of the 6th with a double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Nick Lodolo done for the day, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and we'll come back with a new arm. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Pierce Johnson.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second, Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. There's a strike at the knees. Swings through that one.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man at second. That one inside. 3-2 now.
Help!
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-0. Outside corner, there's a strike. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. The Cards leave one, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Riley O'Brien.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Stewart stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Friedel stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Fought off foul.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
That's outside. Ball 3.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one in there across the letters. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. One out man at first. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. So a change being made at first base. Coming on a pinch run for the Reds, Blake Dunn getting some more speed on the bases. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The Reds with the tying run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Late swing, fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage.
New pitcher on here, JoJo Romero.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Cincinnati making a move for a pinch hitter, Spencer Steer.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Tying run at the plate. Jet swing, went around, and that's strike 2.
Ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That clips the corner. Johnson in his 8th season, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
The 0-1. Here's a high chopper. Hampson gets it to first, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman.
Back to the top of the order now. Digging in, Alec Burleson. Hey! 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And he grounds one to the right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Ball.
Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1-2. Got him swinging. Now 1 away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Back to the top of the order at the plate. Garrett Hampson, 1 for 3. Bunting for a hit. The underhand flip, but it's not in time. Base hit. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Elly de la Cruz. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Runner on the move. On the ground. The flip. He is safe.
No, he's in there safe.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The tying run at the plate. And it's even up. Misses the sweeper.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. No more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Man at second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Right through there, got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days, but when you're still...
Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Pierce Johnson will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout. Tony Santillan comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Walker batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman, J.J.
2 outs, base is empty. J.J. Weatherholt getting ready to hit.
Ball, that's off the plate.
So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. And now
That's
2-0. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Through 8 full, Cardinals out in front, 3-1. Last chance coming up for the Reds. It's an back now, and on the mound, the closer, Matt Swanson.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Ball, that's out.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. Pitch misses inside.
Ball 2.
Yeah, that's ball 2. No question about this one. It's out of here. Nathaniel Lowe goes deep, and they cut into the deficit. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball one there. That was the sweeper, but it missed. The Redbirds trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Out towards right center field. And there's one away.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder Blake Dunn.
Now the left fielder, Blake Dunn, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Strike two. One-run game here at the top of the ninth. And he lays down a bunt. Not in time. He's safe.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
One down, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike, safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Runner on the go again. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a 1-2. A dive, he's got it. He fires to the plate, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
Up next for Cincinnati, right fielder Spencer Steer.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Matt Swanson won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Gordon Graceffo. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Substitution now at first base. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Matt McClain, deploying some added speed as they look to take the lead. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This ball's chopped on the ground. The throw to first. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. Out to short. Tosses the first, and that will end the inning. So a ninth inning comeback here, and this game has been flipped on its head. All tied up at 3 apiece. So coming into the game now on defense, Jose Trevino. He takes over behind the plate. Stepping in, Pedro Pajes.
Catcher, Pedro Pajes.
And that is out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And that one fouled off.
That's a ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that.
Next one just misses. Full count now.
That's a really good take.
And he walked him. And now the winning run is on base.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Scott, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Oh, look at the stop. There's one. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off. Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
The 1-2. Sets him down looking. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So one left for the Cardinals, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back here in St. Louis, on to extra innings. Garrett Hampson now at the plate. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Go ahead run on base. Elly De La Cruz digs in now. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Here are the top half of the 10th. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. And the runner holds. Got him swinging for the K.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded and score.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Coming home. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. Not in time. He's safe.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Gordon Graceffo departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Sal Stewart. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in extra innings. And a swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. 2 on, 2 outs. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And here in extra innings. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. 2 men left stranded. On to the bottom of the 10th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Puts a bunt down. Over to first. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out.
Up next for the
So now with 1 away and a man at second, Alec Burleson will hit next. Fastball for a strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That one to first. Stewart. He'll do it himself. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Got to deliver as the hero. Now the Reds manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Emilio Pagan on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And the 1-0. Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Aim to score from third, and they've tied it again. It's a two-out double, and the winning run is at second base.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Now at the plate, Jordan Walker. Inside, just missed. Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. The winning run on second base. That pitch in for a strike, and a count 2-1. In there at the knees for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Tied at 4. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself, and we're headed to the 11th. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to inning number 11 we go. And we are tied 4-4. We're in extras here. In now for the Reds, Blake Dunn.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Cincinnati, catcher Jose.
Go ahead, run on base. Here's Jose Trevino. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1. Swing, and he popped it up. 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. That one not close. And 1-1. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. See you later. He sends a rocket to left. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 6-4.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Next to hit, Dane Myers. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We are in the 11th. Just missed. Out. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's hold a swing. It's a strikeout. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, J.J. Weatherholt. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Fouled off. He was late. Man at second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. This one in the air. And there's one down.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Takes it in for the out.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Next for the Cardinals.
Now you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Walker is waved home, and now they trail by 1. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Hit in the air, left field, done under it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
6-5 the final here today. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.